guys, and welcome back to All Things Nele. Today we're going to use the Loose Appeal again, but we're going to keep it at the 24 inches and we're not going to cut it. The first thing we're going to do is cornrow the hair down. See my other videos to look at the pattern and watch me braid it down and how I do it. So here what we want to discuss is separating this hair. When you're using Freetress hair, it has a tendency to want to tangle. So in order to stop it from tangling, what you want to do as soon as you take it out of the pack, you want to clip the ends of the hair. Once you clip the ends of that hair, as you try to separate it, it won't tangle and mat as much. The second thing you want to do is add mousse to it. Mousse makes it soft and manageable. And then you can easily run your fingers through it. And then what you want to look for is the curl pattern. So see here you have individual curls. What you want to do is grab an individual piece, which most time is separated by a curl. Once you get those pieces separated, which are bigger sections, you will then separate those sections into, it depends on how thick you want your hair, and how big the piece is. Here, this pack has been a little different from other packs I've gotten, and you'll notice each time you get hair, the packs will be different. So what I want to do here is once I get this pack of hair separated, which I separated the pack in half, and then I separated the sections out, which were by curls. So I'm going to take each curl and then we're going to separate them into 4. So you'll watch us do that. We'll separate, I'm showing my daughter how to use this hair and how to work with this hair. She's learning how to, I'm teaching her how to braid and how to work with hair so she can start assisting me. So when I open my shop, I'll get her license and she will assist me when she's not working at the doctor's office. So here, once I get my curls, I'm going to separate each curl into 2 because they're already small. So then I'm going to separate them into 2. Now, typically, people would normally separate these into 3. But we want this to be full because Loose Appeal, let me tell you about it. When it falls, it tends to look a little thin. So I'm going to do it a little fuller. And then also to stop it from taking 4 hours and for it to only take like 2.5 hours, we're going to use bigger pieces because we decided kind of late to do this. So, but it's going to still work out. It's just a matter of technique. Now, let me tell you something else. When you use a hair with a thin curl pattern, that's with a loose curl pattern, when you putting it in, you want to make sure instead of doing like 2 or 3 takes as you do the twist and pull through method, you want to do it at least 6 to 9 times. That way, especially any crochet hair you're going to be putting in and you're going to be combing, you want to do at least a minimum of 6 rounds to secure that hair in place. So if you watch here, I'll do it from 8 to 9 times. I really lost count sometimes because we were watching Greenleaf, you know, that's our show. We're always watching reality TV or something. So we were in Greenleaf, so I wasn't counting every time because it becomes such a habit to me because I braid hair so much. And a lot of my clients have used this hair. If you go back and look at my previous video, it is the Freetress Loose Appeal, but we had the hair cut in half, and it's awesome. She wanted it for work and workout, but my daughter decided to go a little sexy with it. She's one of the second clients that I've had probably out of 20 that decided to have it long. And a lot of people are kind of put off by having hair long because they don't want to fool with tangle. And the whole purpose of getting your hair braided in the first place is not having to have a lot of hair to deal with. But with this Loose Appeal hair, you can actually comb through it, and it's not a lot of maintenance. Now we've tried 2 different products. As you see laying beside her, that's the Hawaiian Silk. I think it's like 2-in-1 spray. I did try that at first, but I like it better for the water wave hair than I did this hair. For this hair, I just like the mousse because it's long, and I like long hair, light and flowing. So I love any kind of mousse or hair wrap. I don't care about the name brand, just give me some. Now I do have a favorite, and it's the silk smooth, the pink silk smooth mousse that is just, if you look at my other videos, you'll see me using it a lot. It's one of my favorites. I mean, if somebody brings me a product or asks me to use or try a product, I will, and that one may become my favorite because I love trying new products. I'm a product junkie. So yeah, that's just what I'm using right now. I've used a whole lot of edge controls, a lot of products, but you will just have to watch my videos to see what I use and what I like. But I don't have a video on some products because most of this was started on Snapchat before my clients asked me to start YouTube. So anyway, we're going to finish braiding her hair, and I'm going to let you guys watch. And remember to watch the video all the way through because I'll show you little snippets of how I'm installing this hair. And you want to, and also here you want to comb this hair through as you go. That way when you get all the hair in, it's not all tangled or you don't have as much shed. And we did not have a lot of shed doing this. And here you'll see me trimming just those little strays. And at the end, all over, you'll see me doing a few little light layers for a more natural look. But anyway, stay tuned. And like I said, I have little notes through here how I put when you get to the thicker parts. Like her real hair is really thick. And you will get to that part. And another question that I had was, people noticed in my previous videos that her hair was a dark brown color. Yes, it was a dark brown color, and these videos are typically with my daughter, and they're only 4 to 6 weeks apart. And people have been asking me how I grew her hair out so fast. I make my own growth oil. I apply it, and it's for when you have your hair in a protective style, or if you want to wear wigs of any kind, and you apply this oil to get maximum growth and keep your hair healthy. So you will notice that we're going to fade out her color. She's wanting to go back all black. So every time she gets some new growth, I clip off more color. So at the beginning when I did my braid pattern, it was cut short because I did cut it to clip her ends and work on getting some more color off. So that's why you see her typically going almost completely back to her all black natural hair color. So anyway, so here we already have pack 1 installed, and here we are to pack 2. Now keep in mind, on pack 2 you want to clip those ends before you start separating. If you do not clip those ends before you start separating, it is going to tangle. It's going to be harder to separate, and you don't want to have that stress when you're doing your hair. So here I've already clipped the ends, and I mean just the very ends. If you notice on a pack of Freetress or just about any hair like that you take out, the ends of it, especially hair that's curled already, is a little stiff and a little hard, and it tends to mat there when you separate it. Just clip that part off and then add your mousse to it, and voila, it's such a simple process. When you get to the thicker parts, you don't want to go under the entire braid. I'm only going under the top 2 layers of that braid. You don't, because if you go under the whole braid, the hair doesn't hold as well and it's going to come loose. So you want to go through those 2 top layers of the braid. So I'm going to show you again. Go through the two up, like when the hair is cornrow down, you don't want to go to the base of all 3 strands. It's only those 2 strands up on top. You're going to insert your hook through those 2 strands, and in just a second I'm going to show you again. I'm going to show you a close-up picture. You're going to go up through 1 loop, then through the 2nd loop, just like that. So then there's the 3rd loop is underneath there. That lets the hair be up on top and it holds better versus because our hair is thick. Now if your hair is real thin, by all means you can do that, but you just want to go through it and not try to go under and around the entire braid because the hair doesn't hold as well that way. I want you all to note that there is no invisible part. And I'm going to tell you why not. Because this style she wants to comb it a lot. She wants it to be low maintenance. And when there's no invisible part, you don't have to worry about maintaining that part, making sure that hair looks right. If you pull it the wrong way, if it gets twisted up or nothing. She can freely wear this hair, pull it up, comb it, braid it, do whatever she wants to with it. With that invisible part, you have to make sure that part stays there and that hair stays laid to the side, those knots stay covered, and she wanted a free, non-worrisome hairstyle. So that's why a lot of times you'll see me avoid that visible part. So the style will be low maintenance. You see how you comb through this? When she's combing through that, you don't have to be worried about an invisible part being wherever and having to lay it down. She can part it anywhere, however, no stress, just free. It looks like she has invisible braids or micros. Most people think this is a weave. You cannot even tell. Her sister has a weave, and she immediately came in and thought it was tracks. She loved it. She would rather have this than her tracks. So think about how you want to manipulate the hair when deciding on if you want that invisible part, because it does make a difference. If you wear braids a lot, you will notice that. Now to maintain this style, all you simply have to do is keep your scalp oiled, comb it out with a detangling or wide tooth comb, add the mousse of your choice, and go. At night, you will put it like you're going to part it down the center, or maybe you want to make 3 plaits. You can twist them up and secure them with do not use a rubber band, use one of those covered stretchy bands to be sure that it doesn't become tangled. If you use a rubber bands make it become tangled. So you don't want to use that. And then you put it up in your sleeping cap at night, and in the morning when you get up, you untangle it and you simply go. And it's that simple. And you can keep your scalp clean by putting this hair, like holding the hair out and using a sprayer to rinse the scalp, and then letting it air dry or blow dry. Make sure you dilute your shampoo with like 3 parts water to 1 part shampoo to have some freshness in there. And make sure when you wash it, you use the palms of your fingers and not your fingernails. And then I've had some people say they wet it all the way down and blow dry it. It's your preference. Just make sure when your hair is up for more than a week that you do cleanse your scalp. It's very important to keep it cleansed and let the air get to it to encourage hair growth. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see follow-ups on this hairstyle and how long it lasts.